our relations are developing very successfully and based on mutual respect, mutual support, and recognition of territorial integrity of each other. Azerbaijan was among the first countries which expressed its opinion with respect to elections in Taiwan. We not only expressed concern, but we denounced it. So our policy of one China is very well known to our Chinese partners, and China always supported Azerbaijan's territorial integrity. So this was a kind of a basis for our cooperation. But now cooperation expands both in political and economic area, in the area of transportation. I met many times President Xi Jinping and have very good impressions of our meetings. And actually, these meetings, they give additional impetus to our relations. We now see more Chinese companies as investors in Azerbaijan, in the industrial sector, which we highly appreciate. Our political contacts are regular, an exchange of high-level delegations. And of course, as you mentioned, the transportation part is also becoming more and more important. And Trans-Caspian transportation route is needed today more than ever before. We see year after year the growing volume of cargoes going from China through Azerbaijan. And by the way, during the state visit of President of Kazakhstan last month, we had a ceremony of joint welcoming of the container train from Xi'an, which arrived to Baku. So this was our joint demonstration of cooperation between our countries. Of course, Kazakhstan and China have much more active cooperation, but Azerbaijan and China also developed their cooperation in a very promising way and in a very resultative way. I firmly believe in the great future of the Middle Corridor project. Here in Azerbaijan, we actually constructed all the necessary infrastructure, including the modern and new seaport. And by the way, now we are working on expansion of the seaport, because today's 100,000 TEU and total 15 million tons of handling capacity will not be enough. We already understand it. We want to bring it to 25 million tons and 500,000 or even 1 million TEU in order to be able to accommodate the growing volume of cargo, not only from China, but also from Central Asia. Because in today's geopolitical environment, this route, as I said, is needed. And we also make another steps with respect to institutional support of that, because physical infrastructure is not enough. So we already created a joint venture between Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, and Georgia. We are now working actively on digitalization of transportation route. We are applying the artificial intelligence system in our customs administration so that the handling of cargoes will be taking less time, and transparency and control over cargoes is absolute. So this is what we are doing now, apart from building railroads, seaports, etc., etc. So, and you also mentioned the north-south transportation corridor, which for Azerbaijan is now less important. It's really a geographical gift, I would say, that we are situated on this juncture, that both roads cross our territory. And with respect to north-south, we already have railroad infrastructure which connects us with Russian and Iranian border, and now soon we will start to build new railroad infrastructure because we expect at least 15 million tons of cargo coming only from Russia to the Persian Gulf. And if we add direction from opposite, cargoes from opposite direction, so I think 15 million is only the beginning. Today's our north-south railroad, Azerbaijani segment, can handle 6-7 million tons of cargo, which is enough for us and for transitors. But for the future, we will need additional railroads. So we already are working on accumulation of financing, and not later than next year, we will start practical construction of that. Actually, part from Russian border to Baku is being renovated already, but now we need from Baku to Iranian border. And last point on that, these roads will not be two separate roads, because it will allow cargoes to go from south to west or from north to west, which is already happening now, using existing infrastructure. But with the new infrastructure, the volume will be bigger, and of course, that will increase geopolitical importance of Azerbaijan, and definitely will bring additional financial benefits to us.